Hello everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. What I have today is how to share with you an important tip you need to know in sewing. And guess what is the tip? Is how to make a very easy placket on your shirt or top. And trust you're going to enjoy this tutorial. Just take your time and watch to the end. So let's go. Now I have my fabric being displayed. Can you see? So the first thing I will be doing right now is to seal. This is my bias tape. I've already cut it out. Now, like I said, the first thing I'm going to do right here is to seal this bias um, tape round to the neckline from one edge to the other. That's what I will be doing, and I will be using like less than 0.5 for the width or seam for the seam allowance. So less than 0.5 to seal it round the neckline. Now as you can see right here, I've sealed it from one edge to the other. Can you see? I've even decided to use another color, not a matching color, so that you could see it clearly. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to fold it 2 times. How? Look at this. I'm going to bend it this way. That is the excess which I have here. I will bend it towards this bias tape. I bend it like this. Then I fold it like this. One. So the second time I refold it like this. Can you see? So by the time I stitch, and this is how I'm going to fold it round, then I stitch it at the edge, at the very edge here. So at the end of the day, this is what I will be having. This is how the front is going to look. So that is the next thing I'm going to do right now. After this, I will be right back. So as you can see right here, I'm done with stitching my bias tape round the neckline. So the next thing I'm going to do, here's the back. Can you see? Can you see how neat it is? So, and here is the front. So the next thing I'm going to do is to remove this excess which I have at the edge on the shoulder line. And another one is that when you are placing your tape, your bias tape to sew, make sure that it extends this like 1 inch or 1.5 inch, so that at the end of the day you won't have a shortage around this side. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to work on the placket itself. So, and what I'll be doing right now is to take the shirt or the what I'll be sewing the placket on, like I have here. So I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts like I'm doing right now. So I fold it into 2 equal parts, making sure that the shoulder line aligns together. Can you see? So I'm going to press this to give me that crease line, so that I will quickly know that this is the center front with the crease line effect. So right now I'm going to open. Can you see? I have it there. So I will quickly use my chalk to mark the length of my placket. Now I'm going to mark. Now if the length of your placket is 6 inches, what you are going to mark here is 5.5. You are going to reduce 5 inches from it. If yours is 7 inches, you are going to remove 0.5 from it. So instead of that 7 inches, it's going to be 6.5. So in this case, I will be using like the length of my placket is like I will be using 5 inches for the length. So which means here I will be marking 4.5 inches from the center front edge here down to, okay, since this fabric is not enough, okay, let me assume I will be using 4.5 inches for the length. And if I'm to use 4.5 inches for the length, it means here I'll be marking 4 inches. So let me go ahead and mark 4 inches. Sorry, I'm just using this fabric as an illustration. Okay, you can see that the fabric is not too long. Okay, let me stop at 3.5. So I'm stopping at 3.5 for the length. I'm marking 3.5 here on the shirt. So which means that the length of the my placket on this one is going to be 4. So right now, having marked the 3.5 inches, as you can see right here, now at the bottom, I'm going to also mark the width of this placket, and the standard one is 1.5. So I'm going to mark 1.5, which means 0, or which means 3/4 of an inch on my right hand side, then 3/4 of an inch on my left hand side, which gives me 1.5. So I'm going to mark right now. So I have it here. And if you want the width of your own placket to be 1 inch, no problem, it's still okay. It means you are going to mark 1 inch as the width under this. Like I said, this is just a tip for you to know how to make your perfect placket. So here is my 1.5 width. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to take the what I'll be using as my placket. Now I have the width here, 4 inches for the width. You can see this is 4 inches. Can you see? So these 4 inches, I'm going to use half an inch to fold from this edge, to fold it in, half an inch to fold it in like this. Can you see? So I iron it so that it will relax well. I will also go ahead to the other side here. I will use half an inch to fold it in also. So I will use my iron to iron it down so that it will relax. So at the end of the day, you will discover that the width of what I will be having left is going to be 3 inches, because I'll be removing half an inch by using it to fold it in, and half an inch to fold it in on this side too. So I'll be left with 3 inches. So by the time I'm done, I'll be right back. So as you can see right here, I've ironed both the edge together. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now, you will discover that I have like 3 inches left. Can you see? This is what I have left. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to fold it into 2 equal parts like this. So I fold it like this, making sure that is equal. So at the end, I will have something like this. So after this, then I refold it like this again, because I will need to cut it into 2 equal parts. That is, one is going to be, I'll place it on each other, but it has to be 2. Can you see? So right now, I have the length to be like a 4 1/4, 4 1/4 inches. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now, having making sure that they both align together, give me equal width and even length. So I'm going to cut it into 2 equal parts like I'm doing right now. Can you see? Having cut it like this, so I will now interchange. The both cannot be the opening cannot be on the same side. So one has to be on this side, I mean in terms of the opening, then the other one will face the other side. So I will take this and turn it to the other side. Can you see? One opening is facing towards this side, then the other opening is facing towards this side. So right now, I'm going to place it at the down part, the base of where I mark. I'm going to place it like this on that line. So I won't place it on that line like I'm doing right now. Can you see? So right now I'm going to stitch, I'm going to come down by like 0.5. So I will stitch right here, not exactly on that line. I will come down by maybe 0.5 is okay. So I will come down by 0.5 and stitch it at the base here. So by the time I'm done, I'll be right back. Now, as you can see right here, I've stitched it at the base. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to cut this from this center point, is to slash it. So I slash to the point that I mark. Then after that, then I'm going to slash it in a bent form like this. Can you see? Then I also go to the other side and slash in a bent form like this. And you see what I'm having? Slant form at the base. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to open it. So I will make sure that I slash it, that it will get to this point. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to bring this out. Then I seal this together with the placket. After that, then I will lay it like this. Then I will take this side here. I will insert it into this opening here. I will insert it. Can you see what I'm doing? I will push it in. I will also push this in. Then I will stitch. I push just little inward. Then I run a stitch across here to hold this together. Then I also go to the other side here. I also dip this in like this. I insert. I run a stitch. But before this time, I will just go ahead and fold it at the edge here, because there shouldn't be any opening at the edge here. Before this, I will have to stitch this part first. I will close it up. I will just run a stitch to close, to seal this mouth up. Then I will also do the same to this. I will close it. I will stitch it. You can see it's right side to right side. I just bend it inward like this. I seal. After that, then I will bring it out. After bringing it out, then it will be the turn of me inserting this into this like this before I stitch it. I hope you are getting what I've tried to explain. So by the time I'm done, I'll be right back. Now, as you can see right here, I've stitched the edge here. Okay, when you're doing yours, make sure you leave like 5 inches, or I'm sorry, 0.5 inches, so that you have excess here. So I've run the stitch also on the other side too. So the next thing is just to, you can see the way I make it right side. I folded it to the wrong side. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm going to bring it out now to the right side. I hope you get what I'm trying to pass across. So this is how it's going to be. So I will make sure I bring this out so that the edge will be pointed. So also I'm going to bring this also out. So at the end of the day, now the next thing I'm going to do right now is to insert this other part inside here like this. I will insert it inside. So I will now stitch. Can you see? So I insert. So I'm going to stitch this edge, and this is what I'm going to do to the other side. I insert the other side into this, then I stitch it. Okay. So as you can see right here, I've stitched it both on both ends. Can you see? Also this and this. And this is what I have at the end of the day. Can you see how neat this placket is? I want to believe that you have really gained, or you have found this tutorial very helpful. You can see that was why I took it step by step so that you could get it clearly. Thank you very, very much for taking your time to watch this tutorial. Please feel free to drop your question. If you still have any question regarding this tutorial, just drop your question in the comment section. And if you have any comments, kindly drop your comments as well. Thank you, thank you. Please feel free to share this video out. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, this is an opportunity for you to do that now. And you put on your notification bell so that you can have access to my video anytime I release a new one. So here I come to the conclusion of this tutorial. Thanks for watching.